Hi again, it's me. It's the just wanted to make another video to tell you a bit about myself. Um come from a pretty large family. I have six siblings and two wonderful parents. My dad passed away a couple of years ago, 2 days after my birthday, in a very fairly sudden manner. So it was pretty tough, and the depression obviously didn't make it any better, but by God's grace, I got through that. Still going through it. I still think about him today. Still miss him today. We all do. But we're okay. And for a profession, I like to think of myself as a teacher. And I have been employed as a teacher at various institutes at the tertiary level of education in the fields of information technology, networking, and in the field of uh, 3D animation and graphic design in that respect. I studied those, then went back to teach it for a while. Eventually, I left the field of both IT and animation. I just do the animation because it's a skill. I mean, so is the IT. It's a skill that you're not gonna forget. But I don't do it professionally. I do it to help out friends and family and that kind of thing. Um, what I've been focused on while I'm fighting this illness is to get um, a startup off the ground along with one of my best friends and business partners. And we have some pretty awesome ideas. I have no doubt will be launched and will be launched soon enough. My illness has prevented me from being able to work, um, which in turn has left him in situations whereby he was unable to carry the load himself. So a lot of our projects have been paused. Um, if you suffer from depression in any form, you would know, especially if it's chronic, um, that I hate to say it like this, but it's like if we're not built for an 8 to 4. I can't envision myself working for an 8 to 4 job. My wife, she works hard, and she is a professional in her field, and she does it very well, and she works some really long hours too. And I wish there was so much more that I could do to take that burden off of her. I wish I could make it so that she doesn't have to work at all, and if you're gonna have a family one day, which we would like to do, I'm sure a lot of you like to do, um, I have to be I have to be prepared to face the challenges, knowing full well that I can't afford to fail at that point, because it's a life in the balance, or lives in the balance, I guess. I just wanted to say that don't beat yourself up if your illness prevents you from working. It is what it is, but there are things you can do based on your background, based on the things, may not even be things in the field that you anticipated you'd be doing things in. Um, like for me, one of my big issues is because of the combinations of my medications I am perpetually drowsy. I am drowsy from the moment I wake up to the moment I go to sleep. It hampers me to a degree, yes, especially at night when it comes to driving and when it comes to accomplishing things and doing work. Uh, I'm writing a graphic novel. I'm not gonna call it a comic book or a manga, but it's inspired by comic and manga. So um, I've got a lot of support from people who've read it. It's what I've done so far. They're really pushing me to finish, and I think I'll share it when I do finish. Um, I also have gotten into the field of 3D printing, and I make and design products that I 3D print and offer to people. Sometimes sell. I make wallets. I make mechanical things. Uh, this is one of the things that I've made. It is a wallet, and I'll show you this. It's a work in progress. But anyway, it's an example of the things that I create, and I have so many plans. I have so many ideas. It's just so restricting to have this illness hover over me and pull me backward. And what I do is pray. I mean, God gives me the strength. I know that. Without Him, I would have no strength. So, I would encourage you to find something small yet fulfilling to keep you busy, because I have been in that camp where I would wake up and do nothing for the whole day and go to sleep for so many years. There was a point where I said that loneliness and darkness were my best friends, and I'd sit down in dark rooms for the entire day, um, and then I'd just sleep because of the medication, and then I'd barely eat. There was one point I was weighing 99 pounds, and I was in my 20s. So, it's funny that the total opposite is now that medication is causing weight gain. Um, so that's another thing that, I have to deal with. So I want to encourage you to, I want to support you, um, get you to remember that you're still alive, you still have the abilities, even when and especially when you don't feel it. And I know, guys, I know what it's like when you don't want to do anything. I know. And I don't have the remedy for that entirely yet to give to anyone, much as myself. But I do thank God for the periods where I'm fairly lucid or lucid enough just to be able to accomplish something. Um, I developed a chart which I'll share with you in the next video that I use to measure my day-to-day performance, and that my doctor uses to help figure out what steps we take next. So look out for that. Um, there are people I know, friends who are also using it already. It's nothing special, just something my wife and I were able to design so that we can measure this thing, because it is measurable if you know how. Everyone's depression is different, so you can pattern it your own after it. Um, but I will share. I definitely will share. I'm gonna keep these all videos underneath 10 minutes. And we're almost done with this one, and I'm gonna make shorter videos so it's easier. You don't have to hear my voice for this long, but I want to get the information across. So I'm encouraging you again. You can write in comments, tell us your stories. Let's support each other. Let's pray for each other, and I will see you in the next video. Stay strong. This is me. This is T. Chin up. Move forward.